Charles inside the 10. It's the breakout year a season ago, just under 1,000 yards receiving. This is 1st and 10. Charles inside the 10 to the 5 and lunges to the 3. Jonathan Smith. Look at the numbers so far. 15 minutes at the top of your screen. Smith a little pitch play. They go to Charles near side. He's around the end. He's got the first down and more. 2nd and 1. Charles has the first.
Too less for the first down.
Charles, end zone touchdown. It is all Kansas City here in Jackson.
Times 3 touchdowns.
1st and 10, little trick play. Jamaal Charles, misdirection. He's across the 30. And another Kansas.
That sprint draw to the right, cut it back to the left.
Here's Charles again. Boy, he has had all kinds of daylight close to the 45-yard line right.
Smith. Charles. Wide open spaces for Jamaal Charles. Knocked down at the 41 of Dallas. On 2nd down, Alex Smith throws. And yes! Touchdown, Kansas City! Jamaal Charles with 8 catches. He gets the carry and fights for the first down.
Hey, on.
Charles has room. First down.
Smith gets it to Charles, keeps his balance. It's a first down, and he's all the way down 10. Play fake. Throws to his safety valve. Jamaal Charles, who made the first man miss. First down inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line. Alex Smith, no timeouts to work with. Wants to throw a screen to Charles. Blockers in front. Jamaal Charles into the secondary. Bow down to the bottom of your screen. Smith to Charles out of the backfield. And tips those out. The eyes of Jamaal Charles. And now the legs of Jamaal Charles. And a first down and more down the sideline. And now the fullback on the move. Jamaal Charles taking it wide to the pylon. Touchdown, Kansas City. There's their first 4th quarter touchdown in a long time for their offense.
First round pick Eric Fisher does an excellent job setting the edge offensively. Look at the last guy in the line of scrimmage, gets a good piece there, sets the edge, and then Sherman, the fullback, gets just enough of Nate Allen for the speedy tailback to dance in.
Charles behind his fullback and his wide receiver, and then some. Jamaal Charles to the 25-yard line. Jamaal Charles, and Charles inside the 10. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
For this team. Chiefs have a drive going. 1st and 10. Smith has Charles wide open and he hits him at the 30. Makes the move. Jamaal Charles inside the 20. Mark Hearns receiver skills. Oh man, he's running pretty good too. Wide open up the middle with the room is Charles to midfield and more. Jamaal Charles not only they do something. They had 6 Pro Bowlers last year, John. 4 more Pro Bowlers than wins as Charles shifty in the backfield inside the 10. First down, Chiefs. Smith finds Charles. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Charles out of the pistol. Good block by Albert. Boy, he turned in his defender and opens up the door. A big stick right there by Griffin. The gain to the 4th over the last couple of years. And here he goes. Pocket down. He dumps it off. He gets it off to Charles, who squirms his way close. On 2nd down and 9, Jamaal Charles. Good block by Bo. That opens up room. Close. In fact, he got the first down. So, 1st and goal. Charles is in for the touchdown. The Chiefs have done it again. Another long drive. This 10 the opponent's territory. This is Jamaal Charles getting the block downfield from Sherman, and Griffin finally brings them down.
Full 2-14 season a year ago. Smith onto the field, third possession, 1st and 10. Out of the backfield is Charles to the.
That's the Raiders' best pass rusher, Lamar Houston.
Donald Stevenson on in his stead. 3rd and 11. Charles, 1st down, and a lot more inside. Through the first 5 weeks today, just 5 for 14 so far. 1st and 10 out of the backfield, screen fielded by Charles. Dances inside Raiders territory, and finally brought down after 14. Smith with a drop play. Charles into the end zone. Touchdown. And finally, Kansas City's offense on the board. McGrath in motion. Charles lunges. End zone. Touchdown. And Kansas City. Dwayne Bowe, the man in motion. Smith to Charles. Charles to the edge. 1st down and more. Taken on Woodson.
Going against Kansas City. 1st and 10.
And did he catch the wave? It's Charles.
And finally, they'll go Charles. And Charles is in untouched. Anthony Sherman cleared.
They won on the defense.
There's Charles slipping through and has a 1st down run of 11. 1st and 10. And they go screen with Charles. Breaks a tackle. And finds some open field. And he's got 9 yards. Open Charles. And the Texans bring him down. And Charles again into the secondary. Down to the 9.
This is a tough place to win, regardless of what Buffalo's record happens to be at the time.
The pitch for Charles, right side, looking for running room and finds it with a couple of blocks. And he's 39. This is Charles. And Charles with running room right up the middle, inside the 32, about the 2 for Charles. On 2nd and 1, he gets the 1st down and a lot more. Close to midfield and off the block. On 1st down, Jamaal Charles, left side, running room. 30. And very close.
Well, we'll see. They haven't scored. The Chiefs have not scored an offensive touchdown in 6 quarters. This would be a 7th. And here goes Charles.
Balls tonight.
And big hole over the left side. Charles exploits it. And Charles skirting the
2nd and 8. That's Charles again.
Haven't done it in the playoffs.
Well, there he goes again. He's got a 1st down. 2 big ones to Avery. 1st and goal. Charles. He's in for the touchdown. Charles the deep back. He's already scored once. And Charles now twice. Touchdown, Kansas City. All this cold in Kansas City. Here's a running play with Charles breaking tackles. That looked like it could have been a lead on it. Just about. 1st and 10. That's Charles for 10. Rivers has not been sacked at all as they go back to Charles. He's got a lane. Charles cuts outside. Look out. 20. 10. 2nd and 10. Screen. Charles. Blocker in front. 1st down. And ball's out at the end. And there is a Kansas City to the game. Now they'll go with Charles. He's having a big season. And Charles
By beating Stevenson.
2nd and 8. And inside is Charles. And very nearly. On the short side with room and a 1st. We're told questionable to return. And Charles. And a flag's coming out on the sideline.
Down the field.
2nd and 10. And Charles with a blocker in front. Got the 1st down. And is tackled at the 46. We got flat. Another screen. It's Charles this time. He's fighting for a 1st touchdown and gets it. First and goal. Give it to Charles. Charles leaps up and over and a touchdown.
It's a 1st and 10. There's Charles. Good block by Schwartz, keeping his balance. And it's Charles. And he is in for the touchdown. A late call, but in he goes. And Jamaal Charles has... It's Smith with a 2nd down and 6. In space, Charles. He's got the 1st down. 2nd down and goal at the 5. Smith, Charles, and a sweep block inside by Fisher. That is a 5-yard touchdown catch and run by Jamaal Charles, his 2nd touchdown to 18. A highly efficient performance. 2nd down 20. Charles is in. He got a block from Schwartz. He outraces Jackson. Dowdy was blocked. He's in the secondary. Breaks a tackle by Hall. He's being chased on the near side by Rambo. And down he goes. The swerving moves of Jamaal Charles. 3rd against the Redskins. Jamaal Charles, a block from Avery, and off to the races.
Order against the Washington Redskins. Sheer dominance in the NFC East.
Charles again, 1st and 10. Golston can't bring him down. He slips through one tackler after another and still on his feet. He is incredible. Arakpo brings him down. Slipping and sliding for 33, Jamaal Charles.
Watch Jamaal Charles. They get you to the 2nd level. And there you see, right there. You've got him, but then 1 minute you don't. Slipping through one tackler after another. Josh Wilson can't haul him in. That's 4 tackles I saw, bro.
49ers now leading the Chiefs. Smith, dump off to Charles. Getting to the outside. Jamaal Charles down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. Charles goes all the way. Touchdown. 49 yards. What a way to open up for KC.
Yeah, just a simple screen pass to Jamaal Charles, looking to pick up a couple of yards, but this is Jamaal Charles. His 4th touchdown reception of the year to go along with his 10 rushing touchdowns. Out in front, he gets a fine block by Rodney Hudson, the center. Does he stay in bounds? Apparently so. The official's right on the spot there, and Charles goes.
3rd and 19. High throw, snared by Charles. Charles after the catch. Jamaal Charles is going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's Charles. After the catch, he turns it upfield for 39 yards and his 2nd of the day.
Well, it's a spectacular catch, number 1, but it was a blitz by the Raiders. Jason Tarver, defensive coordinator, bringing the blitz from this side. Watch Charles sneak out here on the screen, and there's just nobody there. Look at the catch with one hand, never did pull it in. And then down the field, Chad Hall does a nice job. Again, going in.
Trying to add to their lead. Give it off to Charles, and he knifes his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 3 touchdowns on the day for Jamaal Charles. 2 through the air, 1 on the ground. And the Chiefs in a rout in this first half.
Anthony Sherman, what's a great block on Lamar Houston there.
He has it at the 16-yard line. Play action. Smith. Toss it to Charles. Jamaal Charles. Monster day for Charles. Touchdown. Number 4.
Well, and 3 of his touchdown receptions all on the same screen pass. Right outside here. Watch the blocking as he gets help. Jeff Allen and Stevenson. And again, untouched on.
3rd and 1 for Kansas City. Smith. Take the run. The throw to Jamaal Charles. And Charles now a foot race. Goodbye, Jamaal Charles. What a day it's been for Charles. 71 yards on the catch and run. It's touchdown number 5.
This is what you might call really good success for Jamaal Charles. He talked about playing here and how excited he was, but I don't think he ever envisioned this type of day. Just a wheel route out of the backfield, isolated on the second-year linebacker Miles Burris, and forget about it.
Good tight end and obviously outstanding back.
Charles again, and Charles with room on the right side, breaking free, and there he goes. 5, touchdown.
And he left. Not even 3. 2. Smith throwing over the middle. That's Charles. Charles looking for the